Have you ever set a goal that seemed daunting, almost impossible to achieve? Do you wonder how others find the strength to reach their dreams? I've been there myself. Training for just 3 months, I've been able to complete my first marathon. Join me as I review 6 fundamental skills I've learned during my marathon journey that will transform your mindset and equip you with success in any aspect of your life. Hello guys, my name is Chris Kobe and welcome to this channel. Do you know that only about 1% of the world's population has ever completed a marathon? It is truly a tough challenge. The average marathon runner trains for 16 to 20 weeks, which is 4 to 5 months. Today, I'm excited to share with you my journey of training for and completing a marathon in just 3 months without any experience, and the 6 invaluable lessons I've learned along the way. And trust me, the last one is a game changer for finding your life purpose and living a truly happy life. So let's dive into it. Before we dive into the 6 fundamental skills needed to complete a marathon and any goal in life, let me walk you through the first and most crucial step that will not only make your journey easier but also faster. This first step is called the why. The reason. To do anything in life, we need a compelling reason, a why that is strong enough to propel us toward our goal. The big question is then, how do you find your why? Ladies and gentlemen, allow me in just a couple of seconds to share with you how I discovered mine. In September 2022, I moved alone to Spain. Imagine stepping into a new country where you don't speak the language and being naturally introverted with limited social skills. It was, without any doubt, the greatest challenge of my life. I needed to forge connections to build a social life. It was a necessity for me. Despite my fear of social interaction, I forced myself out of my comfort zone. My crutch quickly became alcohol, which I rely on to muster the confidence I needed to approach and talk to people. However, this crutch quickly became an addiction. I spiraled into unhealthy habits and poor physical condition. A few months later, I started dating a girl, but my lack of fitness and vitality led to a breakup a few weeks in. That was my wake-up call. I realized that if I continue down this path, any relationships I formed wouldn't last. So instead of focusing on building relationships, I decided it was time to build myself first. The very next morning, I went on a store, bought a running shoe and gear. I was determined to run until I truly feel alive again. My first run was a mere 3 kilometers and it took me 43 grueling minutes to complete. I nearly passed out. The feeling was it. My legs were hurting. I could barely breathe, but I was determined to complete that first run. The next day, I went out again. Every day, I kept running. As months passed, I challenged myself further. I completed my first 7 kilometers, 8 kilometers, 9 kilometers, then 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers, and eventually 20 kilometers. At each step, I noticed some significant change in my body. It was then I decided to push my limits even further. I set my sights on a marathon. It was the greatest idea. I devised a plan and trained tirelessly to run my first marathon in just 3 months. This first initial step is crucial because it is what sustains you until you find another reason to keep going, which you will inevitably during the process. As the German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said, "He who has a why can bear anyhow." Enough about my story. I know the second has passed, and thank you for your time. And let me remind you, if you keep watching this video to this point, you are just a step away to learn exactly what are the skills that you need to master to complete any goal you want in life. So let's explore now how running a marathon can serve as a transformative experience, equipping you with invaluable skills that transcend the realm of running and apply to any facet of life. The first lesson is discipline and commitment. One of the first things I learned during my marathon running was the importance of discipline and commitment. Waking up early to train for my runs, rain or shine, taught me that consistent effort yield results over time. Skill 2: goal setting. Planning and training for a marathon requires setting clear, achievable goals and learning to break the big goal into smaller, manageable steps, working systematically toward them. A skill that is applicable to any goal you have in life. You want to learn how to break your greatest vision, your big goal, your big picture into manageable skills that can allow you to achieve that. I knew I couldn't run the marathon on the first day. I have to break that huge goal into manageable steps as a daily action that I have to do every day. You can do the same to the goal that you have. That means that you have to be humble enough and start from where you are. You might be like me from the beginning, that the most you can do is 3 kilometers, or depending on your goal, the best that you can do is to maybe clean your room or whatever it is. You start with that and accept that you can improve. Number 3, resistance and perseverance. Training for marathon wasn't just about physical endurance. It also tested my mental resilience. Pushing through fatigue and setback taught me the power of perseverance. It cultivates resilience and the ability to persevere through challenges, teaching you to push beyond your limits and stay committed to your goal. This step is crucial in everything you want. You have to know that whatever goal you have, there is a part that's gonna hurt, there is a part that's going to be hard, and that requires of you resistance and perseverance if that goal is important for you enough. Skill 4, time management. Balancing training with my work and personal life forced me to refine my time management skills. It was about prioritizing what matters the most and optimizing my schedule. The most invaluable thing we have in life is our time, and engaging in a challenge like a marathon, you have to be really aware of time. It forces you to focus on the time. So that automatically forces you to learn how to manage your time effectively, to be able to train and still working on your diverse activities. So a skill really important to learn. Skill 5, mindfulness and toughness. This is the most favorite of some people that want to be tough. I want to be tough like David Goggin. But training for a marathon, actually, there are long runs that you have to train for. And during those long runs, I learned to stay present and focused, blocking out negative thoughts and developing a mental toughness. Marathon running nurture a positive mindset, fostering determination, self-belief, and the ability to overcome setback with optimism and resilience. This is really important in any process of any goal you want to achieve. There are moments that you will face setbacks. So having a mental toughness will allow you to bounce back anytime you're facing a setback or challenge. You know that you are capable of coming back, that you will not give up, that you will not quit, that you stay present and focus in the process. And last but not least, skill 6, self-mastery and self-confidence. Running, even when I didn't feel like it, when I was sad, hungry, happy, tired, or facing any emotion, was fundamental in developing my self-confidence and my self-trust. It transformed me into someone who follows through on commitments, undeterred by external events or internal doubts. The journey of training for a marathon is a profound self-discovery. It is about understanding your strength, confronting your weaknesses, and unlocking your hidden potential. Armed with this self-awareness, you automatically become self-confident, knowing that you have the capacity to overcome anything that stands between you and your goals. This skill is without any doubt the most crucial of my journey. And for this video, I was not a really confident person. I am still not the confident person that I would like to be, but training for marathon, knowing that I've developed certain things about myself that I can rely on, that I can do things that I say to myself, that made me trust myself more. That made me knowing that whatever is happening, if I say to myself I want to do something, I will do that. So for me personally, that is a very transformative thing. That is a very transformative thing. I always believe that fake it until you make it, and there is a but to that for me, because if you want to fake a confidence, you don't have enough data, information from yourself, from your own experience to back it up when you are facing a setback. If I am working on a project, for instance, for this podcast, I know that there are moments that are going to be tough. There are moments that I will not want to make the video, edit the video, but I just know for sure from my own experience as in a marathon that I will be able to overcome those moments because I have done it in another way in my life. So that is something that gave me more strength, more confidence to decide on. Finally, I have enough information to trust myself that I will not give up on this project, even though it gets harder, even though I might not be seeing the result right now, even though there may not be anyone listening to this podcast right now. I don't care, because I know one day there are people that will show up and there are results that I will get the result. So that's the same process that I'm also applying to this podcast or to any other business I'm doing. So this part of self-mastering and self-confidence is something that's really important. Most people want to build confidence by saying words to themselves without doing anything actually. If it works for them, perfect, but for me, I've tried, it didn't work for me. What has worked for me is trying actually something and doing something consistently on a daily basis when I don't like it, and that just gave me a kind of self-trust that I will not deceive myself on what I want. In summary, running a marathon is not just about crossing the final line. It is about embracing a transformative journey that will equip you with all the skills you need to be able to face boldly any other goal, any other challenges you have in your life, and be able to trust yourself and be able to rely on yourself to manage yourself in a way that will allow the accomplishment of that goal. Enjoy this video. I hope you do. Enjoy learning about the skills that you need to succeed at anything in life. If you do, please like, share, and comment. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified at any time I post a new video, because I'm going to post more of this type of content, sharing my own personal experience about my journey, so that you can gain some perspective from my own experience. Let me know in the comment section which skills resonate with you the most, and how will you apply that in your own life to be able to achieve the result that you want. Ladies and gentlemen, your boy Kobe.